What is up, guys? It's your boy here, Jersey Flex, and in today's video I want to be explaining to you guys a beginner SARM cycle. Okay guys, so a lot of you people out there are interested in trying out SARMs. A SARM is a selective androgen receptor modulator, and many of you guys have gotten the curiosity of potentially trying one of these SARMs out because, you know, a lot of talk here online is saying and claiming that SARMs are safer than steroids. Whether you guys like to believe that or not, I personally have separate videos explaining whether or not they are actually safer than steroids, so you guys can go check those videos out. But today's video, we're going to be discussing a good beginner SARM cycle for anyone out there who's considering trying them. And please keep in mind, guys, that I'm not promoting the usage of any of these substances, as they are illegal. They're illegal here in the United States for human consumption, but you can legally purchase them to test them on your rats. So if you guys are buying them for your rats, this is the video for you guys to know how to properly do your first SARM cycle. So go down and hit that subscribe button if you're new to this channel. I appreciate all the love and support. We're gonna roll the intro and get this video going, guys. Boom.
Maybe it's a new beginning. Maybe it's the start of where it ends. I know. There's no going back, and I'm loving the chase.
Welcome back to the video, guys. As you guys do know from the intro of every single video that I make here on YouTube, I'm not a doctor or a medical professional, so anything mentioned in this video is not for medical advice. If you guys are experiencing anything like low testosterone, please seek the attention of an actual medical professional first, as I am not a medical professional. So any advice or any kind of medical related stuff, you should be following up with an actual doctor or medical professional, not me. So I just want to make that very clear for you guys. So what this video is going to be all about is your first SARM cycle, guys. So I remember the first time that I ran SARMs, it was Rad 140, LGD, and Cardarine all in one stack. So one of the mistakes, I do want to speak on one of the mistakes that I personally made with my first SARM cycle. So hopefully you guys, when you guys do your SARM cycle on your rats, will hopefully do it the right way. Being that SARMs are selective in nature, a SARM is a selective androgen receptor modulator, so it's going to bind to your androgen receptors. And one of the mistakes I made was stacking LGD and Rad 140. Because your body is going to optimize and utilize the more potent SARM that you're introducing into your body. And in that case, the stronger SARM is going to win the battle and attach to your androgen receptors. So stacking two SARMs at once, the stronger SARM is going to cancel the other one out. Only one of those SARMs can truly bind to this receptor, so keep that in mind. It's not really smart to be stacking like LGD and YK or Rad and LGD like what I did. You know, it's kind of stupid. You kind of just want to do one at a time, and the best bet to do it is to do an anabolic, you know, like a steroid agent, alongside with a selective androgen, a SARM. And steroids themselves are also SARMs, but you know, that's a conversation for a different video. But what I do want to recommend for your first SARM cycle is to not make the mistake that I made and stack more than one SARM into a cycle. Okay, so doing something like GW with Rad 140 can be to your benefit, as GW is not actually a SARM on paper. It's, you know, it's going to bind to your fat receptors and help you stay leaner. It's also going to allow you to eat more freely the food you'd like. It's going to help with insulin resistance, stamina. It's going to help with all those things, your lipid profile. So GW is definitely a very good compound that I'm a fan of. Helps you kind of keep that beach body for a little bit longer. So definitely something that I like. And stacking it with a SARM is definitely going to help you out. So what can I recommend for a first SARM cycle? You guys do know the fact that Rad 140 is probably one of my favorite SARMs. It has one of the safest safety protocols out there for SARMs, being that it has a lot of research behind it compared to some of the other SARMs. Because a lot of these SARMs out there, as soon as they go into testing, if there's a medication out there that has 0 side effects or less side effects than the SARM, then immediately the SARM is thrown off to the wayside and not used for medical practice, and they stop all human studies on it. It's just the way that it is. So a lot of these SARMs that were originally being tested for medical use, there's medications out there that don't give those androgenic side effects or any kind of the side effects that SARMs would give. So SARMs are kind of just tested for a little while until the medications that are currently out for it prove to have less side effects, and those medications are what continue to be used. So, but Rad 140 is one of the SARMs out there that has the most research done behind it. That's why it would be one of the ones I recommend. The only other SARM I could think of that has more research behind it would be Osterine, MK2866, I believe. So that would be a SARM that I would definitely consider. And the thing that I really like about Osterine, and my personal experience when I used Osterine, was it was very good for my joints. Okay, guys, so a lot of you younger guys out there that are not tested athletes, again, not tested athletes, I don't want any of you guys losing scholarships because you gave SARMs to your rats for testing purposes only. So, but definitely Osterine is something that's very good for like a performance athlete because it's very good on your joints. It's going to give you mild to subpar strength and muscle gains. So it's definitely something that is considerable to try out. It's going to help you out in that respect and help your game out, help your strength out. It's going to be good on your joints, which if you're someone who's running a lot, doing like stamina, cross country, or someone who's on a track field, baseball field, soccer field, basketball, whatever it may be, where you require a lot of agility and strength and stamina, that's something that's going to help. And also stacking it with something like GW, which I had mentioned is very good for stamina. It's going to help you run longer. It's going to help you just in general with your oxygen. You're not going to feel out of breath. Very good for endurance athletes. That's a very good stack for a beginner, would be Osterine and GW, due to the fact that has a very good safety protocol, and it's going to help you out with competitive sports if you're a non-tested athlete. So that's something to think about. And you guys obviously know that I'm a huge fan of Rad 140, made tons of videos on it so far. So if you guys want to learn anything more about Rad 140 or Osterine or even GW, I do have more videos on my channel about that. But those are kind of like some friendly advice, tips I can give for a first SARM cycle. Is don't go so crazy with stacking these SARMs, because if you have a stronger SARM and a weaker SARM and you're stacking the two, the stronger SARM is going to cancel the other one out. But the unfortunate thing is you're still exposing your body to the same amount of liver toxicity, so it's just not even worth it. So I hope this video was a bit of an eye-opener, gave you guys some knowledge about SARMs. Go down and hit that subscribe button if you're new to this channel, and we're going to roll that freaking outro, guys. Boom!